and welcome to the Simple and Quick Review. My name is Eva and I do simple quick reviews here on YouTube if you want to look up a book to see if you want to read it or not. So today's book, I'm going to be jumping ahead of some other reviews I need to do, but today's book is Finale by Stephanie Garber. I need to return this book is why. I ended up listening to this / reading the book both, which was fun because I've never listened to the audiobooks of this book, and I do believe I loved reading them better because I didn't like this one quite as much, I don't think, listening to it. But Finale tells a story. It is the third book in a trilogy, so spoiler alert, this will give away 1 and 2 if you haven't read Legendary or Caraval, which I do own them both. Don't know where they are right now. Finale was a highly anticipated read for me this year, and I was really excited for it. And she still did an incredible job with it. I didn't know where she was going to go with it because the other ones were very plot driven. The first one was getting to and going to Caraval, and the second one was finding out, like going to another Caraval and finding out who is the mastermind behind Caraval. So this one I had no idea really where she was going and how plot driven it would be, and this one was much less so. That is one thing about it. But this tells the story of the first book and the second book of the main characters of each. So the first book, it tells the story of Scarlet and Julian. And Julian is Legend's brother who runs Caraval. And Scarlet is a girl that gets to go, and she just wants to go so badly because her sister wanted to go, and her mother was like really into Caraval, and she's being set up in this engagement, and she follows her sister there, Tella. And then Tella's story is the second story, Legendary. And the other story tells the story of Dante and Tella / Legend. And so this book is more about, I think the plot of this book was supposed to be the Fates and what the Fates were. The Fates are like this deck of cards that were like coming to life. And that's where a lot of the magic comes from in these books. And then some of them are really, really bad, like Jack, by the way, was one of my favorite characters in Legend, and Jack has this scenario with Tella where his true love's kiss, which is Tella, would kill him, like literally stop his heartbeat. And I absolutely love that, but Jack was kind of a side character in this book, so I was a little bit sad about that. Like, that was one thing I remember feeling like, oh, I didn't get like the wrap up I wanted with Jack, because I really liked him. He was in the book, but he was a side character. I also thought the book was going to be 50-50. I thought it was going to be like 50 to tell a story and 50% like Scarlet's story. But it was not. It was probably 75 tell a story, 25% Scarlet. And then the last thing I also thought about the book itself was that I thought there would be more played out with the mom scenario, I guess. With the mother scenario, because they finally found their mom. They found their mom alive, and she actually comes to life in this book at a point. And so that scenario goes by really, really quick, and then it's over. And then, yeah, I thought that'd be a little bit more played out in the book. But it is like this little plot where like things keep happening and they're not sure why, but it's because the Fates are waking up, and how do we destroy the Fates but keep the magic and not kill Legend, and yada yada yada, and everything. Does Legend really love me? Does Julian love me? For Scarlet's side, Scarlet decides to finally meet the original Count she had been writing to and been engaged to, because it was all a lie originally, the first Count she met. So she meets this guy, and he's really great, but he's, you know, maybe just not Julian. And then same with Tella. Tella goes back to Jack a little bit and leans on Jack a lot, even though Jack does some kind of mean things in this book. But she's kind of never torn, so that little love triangle doesn't play out like ever between Jack and Legend. So overall, I was trying not to give a lot of spoilers, but overall, it's probably my least favorite of the trilogy. It was longer, it was harder to read for me. I didn't like the audiobook. I definitely suggest reading it. I thought the intrigue was still there, the writing style was still there, which was great in the original books. I still thought it was just as mysterious, and you quite didn't know what was going on. Like, that's how I felt in the other 2 books. But I would say out of the 3, Legendary was my favorite book out of the 3 of them. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, that was my simple quick read, simple quick review of it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys next time. Bye.